Today we're going to tackle about by definition, an integer is a whole number that can be positive, negative, or 0. Examples of integers are negative 5, 1, 5, 8, 97, and so on. Examples of non-integers are negative 1.43, 1 and 3/4, 3.14, and so on. The set of integers is denoted with the bold letter Z is formally defined as follows. Set of integers from negative infinity, negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, up to positive infinity. That's it, as long as it doesn't have the fractions or decimal, just positive and negative integers. To continue, we have the operations of integers. The first operation is adding integers. In adding integers, it is different from adding natural numbers, because in adding natural numbers, you just add it anyway. In adding integers, you need to follow the rules. First, the sum of the two negative integers is a negative integer. Example, negative 2 plus negative 9 is equals to negative 11, as you see in the screen. Second, the sum of two positive integers is a positive integer. For example, positive 2 plus positive 9 is equals to positive 11. Third, to add a positive and a negative integer or vice versa, subtract the smaller number from the larger number, then take the sign of the integer with a greater absolute value. Example, 5 plus negative 3 is equals to 2. You subtract 3 from 5 without considering the sign of 3. Then you get the answer of 2. And look at the sign of greater number, which is 5, and it is positive, then you get the answer as positive 2. Another example is positive 9 plus negative 12 is equals to negative 3. Subtract 9 from 12 and you will get 3. Then get the sign of the greater number, which is negative. Then positive 9 plus negative 12 is equals to negative 3. More examples are shown on the screen. Next operation is subtracting integers. Here are the rules in how to subtract integers. To subtract integers, change the sign of the integer that is to be subtracted. If both sides are positive, the answer will be positive. Example, positive 14 minus negative 6 will become positive 14 plus positive 6, which is equal to positive 20. If both signs are negative, the answer will be negative. For example, negative 14 minus positive 6 will become negative 14 minus 6, which is equals to negative 20. If the signs are different, subtract the smaller absolute value from the larger absolute value. The sign will be the sign of the integer that produced the larger absolute value. Example, positive 14 minus positive 6 will become 14 minus 6, which is equals to 8. Negative 14 minus negative 6 will become negative 14 plus 6, which is equals to negative 8. Now, we're on the third operation, which is multiplying in. There are three rules in multiplying integers. Rule number 1. The product of a positive integer and a negative integer is negative. Example, positive 4 multiplied by negative 2 is equals to negative 8. Or, negative 2 multiplied by positive 5 is equals to negative 10. Rule number 2. The product of two positive integers is positive. Example: positive 6 multiplied by positive 8 is equals to positive 48. Or positive 6 multiplied by positive 2 is equals to positive 12. The last is rule number 3. The product of two negative integers is positive. Example: negative 6 multiplied by negative 8 is equals to positive 48. Or negative 2 multiplied by negative 4 is equals to positive. The last operation is dividing. To divide integers, first rule is the quotient of a positive integer in a negative integer is negative. Example: negative 8 divided by positive 4 is equals to negative 2. Positive 12 divided by negative 6 is equals to negative 2. Second rule is the quotient of the two positive integers is positive. Example: positive 9 divided by positive 3 is equals to positive 3. Positive 16 divided by positive 4 is equals to positive 4. The last rule is the quotient of two negative integers is positive. Example: negative 6 divided by negative 2 is equals to positive 3. Negative 42 divided by negative 7 is equals to positive 6. And that is all